Alright, so I'm going to do some recycled cards. My grandma, bless her heart, she is not too keen on the computer, but she does save me all of the Christmas card samples that she gets in the mail, or all of the Christmas cards that she gets throughout the holidays. So I've got a lot of recycled cards that I want to share with you today. Okay, so first off I want to do this square one. Gonna add a little bit of ribbon to the front of this card now with a little bit of tape. And since these fronts of the recycled cards are already fairly decorated, I'm not going to add much to it. Alright, but since I have the ability to do 2 layers, so I have an in-between section, I have recently discovered that it's very nice to make your cards smell pretty. So I've got a therapeutic grade essential oil, and the only reason why I use therapeutic grade is because I don't want my recipient to be smelling synthetics. And some people can be allergic to synthetics or certain constituents in a plant. However, constituents that cause allergies are distilled out when the essential oil is made. So if you have a 100% pure therapeutic grade, then you will not have those constituents or chemicals. So I'm going to put a drop on this heart. Okay, and I'm going to stick it, I'll place a strip here for it to stay on. And so now my card will smell like Christmas Spirit, and Christmas Spirit has orange oil, cinnamon, and spruce. Very good smelling fragrance. Okay, I want to make sure this is centered though. Alright, so this scent works really well with this tree because there's like a tree in the background and I'm smelling this cinnamon and spruce. I'm like, that is perfect. Alright, and one last thing I want to add is this glittery strip around the border. This strip came from a very large 12 by 12 sheet. It's kind of like thick tag board. It's from American Crafts. Let's see if I can do 2 at the same time. Get some glue sharing here. Alright, and the measurements of this card are 5.5 by 5.5. Right in here, you gotta Alright, so this card is finished. Alright, the next one I'm going to do is this, and I thought a great way to decorate this one, there's not much that looks like you could do to it, but I figure I will just go along some pieces here and add some snow. So the recipient of this card might not realize that the white embossing was added, but it does make it still look professional. Alright, so the card base I want to use is this red card base, and add my oil again. And this came from a National Geographic order thing. And there's a little bit of love in there. I thought it would be neat to place this cardstock right up into this edge and then have a red bit hanging out. I thought that would be a good additive. That card is finished. Alright, the next card I want to recycle is this one. Not quite sure what I want to do with it. I'm thinking maybe some glitter glue on the berries. Alright, so I thought about it, and I thought about it some more, and I think the only thing that I would want to add to this card would be some red twine. So, I'm going to add a small piece of tape to the string to go in the back. That way I have more control, so I can wrap it around. Okay. Dab of glitter glue on the knot of the bow, so when it dries it'll keep that string in place. Since the glitter glue is still wet, I'm going to put my adhesive on this part of the card. And of course I'm really loving this idea of making the card smell good, so I'm going to add some essential oil to this heart.